So many thoughts and fears ran through my mind during this flight to Barbados. 2 weeks in the Caribbean sounds like a great vacation. At least that's the perception I put out there, not wanting to share what was really going on at that point. Are Reggie and I finally going to become parents? Is this going to be a painful process? Was this all a waste of time? Are these meds working? What's in store for me on the island below?
So I just had my first scan at BFC, which is right across the street, right there across from the beautiful water here. And it went well. They said that my body is responding well to all of the medication. So that is excellent news there. I did cry. And that's because they started talking about follicles, the eggs, and I don't know. My mind just went who knows where, and I'm just in there like, ooh. But at this point, crying is something I'm just used to. It just keeps on happening. But I'm going to stay positive. I feel good. Thank God. I feel really good, really optimistic. How could you not? Look how beautiful this place is. I'm really grateful that I chose to come here for this for so many reasons. So we're all aware of how terrible some insurances are, correct? And I'm going to use that word. I'm going to be stern about it because I think it's awful that insurance doesn't cover something such as fertility treatments. I mean, a woman having the right to have a child and insurance covering that should be something that is not an option. It should be a definite, correct? Because we pay insurance monthly. The things that they do cover compared to something like this, and then to hear something like this is an option, that really pisses me off. And I'm sounding really angry about it because I am. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what just happened. I heard that my insurance might not cover my time here. Now I took some time off, I used my sick days, and for the rest of the remainder of the time I used disability, short-term disability. And I'm told that my insurance company might not cover the time that I'm here because this is an optional surgery. How dare you tell me that what I'm doing right now is optional? This is not an option. This is not what I wanted to do. It's something I felt the need to do. I'm getting upset because this is an emotional journey and this is something that anyone would get upset about. Anyhow, a big part of this is staying stress-free, right? So I look like Jekyll and Hyde here, trying to go back and forth. I'm not going to get too amped up because there is a lot of beauty to this place, beauty to this process, beauty to what will happen in the end, beauty in knowing that God will prevail in the end. And so I'm not going to get too upset about it, but I do plan on fighting this if things don't go the way that they're supposed to. Anywho, back to the other side of my face, of me being so grateful and happy to be here because, like I said, I know in the end that things will prevail and they'll work out the way that they're supposed to. And that alone brings me peace and joy and happiness. I am just grateful, elated, knowing that things will be just fine.
We saw some rainy days in Barbados. For me, the rain, though, served as a reminder that some storms come to clear your path.
So today I had scan number 2 at BFC and things are looking good. Everything is going as planned. I'm on the right schedule. It looks like the follicles are growing to the right size, and at this point we are going to have the egg retrieval on Thursday, which is 3 days from today. I feel good. I feel really peaceful. And look who's here, Reggie. He doesn't like being on camera. Who cares? Anywho, so things are looking good, feeling good. I feel like I really made the right choice to do this here in Barbados. The vibe is just right on point and relaxing and peaceful, which is what you need during this process, this IVF process, because it can be pretty stressful. But I'm in a really good place mentally, good space as well, so feeling good about it. I can't say that I'm nervous, not yet. I am a little anxious about the pain because I'm told by several women who have gone through it recently, it's painful. So there is a group for women who have gone to BFC on social media, and it's an awesome support group. And so we get to swap stories, and that's, you know, that's how I've been able to stay up to date with what's to come next and how the process is going to be for me here. So just it's a great support group, and that's another part of all of this is the support that you receive at times from complete strangers. You're going through the same journey, but somehow we're connected because of our want, our need to become mothers, and for whatever reason, you know, our journeys are just a little bit more difficult than most. But we'll get there. We're getting there. I'm getting there. Excited. I can say I'm a little excited. I just feel good, like a good calming spirit over me right now. How could you not? Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful the water is. It's just a great environment, great space. And yeah, so I'm going to keep you updated, and I'm going to check back in on Thursday after the egg retrieval. Hopefully I'll be in the right space mentally to be able to do a video on Thursday in spite of the pain. But it could go well. Things are going well. Feeling good. Talk to you soon. Good morning. So we're in Barbados. I've been here for 9 days now, since September 6th. And just to give you an update on things, I had my egg retrieval 2 days ago. Good news, good news. Good news is 18 eggs are retrieved, praise God. And of the 18, 14 of them fertilized. I am elated. Yeah, there's still a long ways to go, but I can't stop believing that this will work out in the end. I really believe that it will. The Lord is going to bless my husband and I with a child, with our baby. So to give you an update, because I said I was going to be as transparent as possible with all of you, because I know there's a lot of people like you watching these videos who are considering IVF, maybe considering coming to Barbados to get it done. So they give you this cute little booklet with that little baby on there. And so September 13th is when I had the egg collection, as I mentioned, 18 eggs. My husband's little swimmers, they made it, and they fertilized 14 of those eggs. We did IVF, not ICSI. Now, ICSI is when you inject a sperm directly into the egg to fertilize it, but we did not do that. We did IVF, where they actually put his sperm and my eggs in a dish, and they had to mix and mingle. And his little swimmers made it. They mixed and mingled and made it happen. Oh, can you talk about this swimsuit for a little while? So this I purchased from Curves Below, and I'm so grateful for it because it comes all the way up. And for those of you considering IVF, there are a lot of things that you might consider negative to come along with it. One of the things is bruising. So many needles, and it's different per person. I had to take up to 3 needles a day, 3 injections, and within my thigh and my stomach. So this Curves Below swimsuit actually covers your thighs and your tummy. It's not scarring, it's just bruising. So I do have several bruise marks on my stomach, I know, and my thighs as well. But they'll go away in time, right? So I just want to let you guys know about that. So this swimsuit is ideal because it covers all that stuff for me. Okay, so, I'll give you a little view, why not? So this is where we're staying. We're at Brown's, and right over there is a pool. So I'm likely going to go into the pool after this video. I woke up early. I've been waking up early a lot, just to do some morning yoga. Actually, I started morning yoga this morning. Before, it's just a lot of reading and journaling. I'm one of those, I do journal. So we did the IVF. let's get back to that. And now we're waiting to see how the eggs and the sperm actually interact and how they become an actual embryo. Yay! So every day I've been getting calls from BFC since the egg retrieval, and they've just keeping me updated on what's going on. And as I mentioned, what happened the latest, the fertilization. Now waiting to see these fertilized eggs actually become embryos. They're gonna become wannabe babies. And then after that, when they're strong enough, healthy enough, then they're going to transfer to the embryo transfer. So that could happen within the next day or two. I mean, the early indication was that it would happen on Sunday. Today's Saturday, so I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm kind of thinking it's going to happen closer to Monday or Tuesday, and we leave the island on Thursday. So hopefully it happens sooner than later, right? It will. So here's a little picture of the embryo. Let's become a little embryo. Yay! So there's your update. That's what's going on with me. Just enjoying my time, trying to be as free of stress as possible. So I've been trying to not be connected to anything at home, but that's difficult because you have social media, for goodness sakes. And I found out some things were going on at work, you know, some people left, like it's just like, oh God, here we go. But I'm not focusing on that. You have to focus on what's most important to you right here and right now and in the long run, right? In the long run. Okay, folks, so headed for a swim. Just wanted to give you an update. I'm going to talk with you likely after the transfer because it's going to happen. I'm not going to cry on camera. I'm tired of crying, by the way. Actually, I've been doing pretty good. I broke down twice the first day I got here, first 2 days that I got here. But I haven't cried since, so ha! But I've been really irritable. But that happens. I'm moody with or without these hormones. It is what it is. You hear my girl India replaying in the background? That's just puts me in my zen place, my calm place, my happy place. So I think that's it for now. Talk to you soon. I had a breakdown today. My husband and I went to the grocery store here in Hastings, and we walked back to our condo, and I just collapsed on the patio, and I just started sobbing, and I couldn't stop. Mind you, we were at the grocery store. I got a call from BFC, one of the nurses there. I forgot her exact title, what she does, but obviously she works with the embryos, and she gave us good news. She said that the embryos are growing. Well, they were fertilized, the eggs, and now they're becoming embryos, and we have 15 of them. That's a lot. That's a good number. But my transfer is not going to be as early as I had hoped. I was hoping I'd be able to do the transfer tomorrow, but wishful thinking, it's going to be Tuesday, which is still good because I don't fly out until Thursday. So the important thing is that we're on schedule still, and things are going according to schedule. So it doesn't look like I'll have to reschedule flights or anything like that. I met a woman today who actually stays right next to us, and she said she had to reschedule her flight. $600 for her and her husband. She lives in the Bahamas, but she had to reschedule her flight because the medications were working the way they're supposed to, and so she had to wait a little bit longer, and you could imagine how stressful that probably is for her.
But I introduced her to ladies at BFC, so that's awesome because now she has a support that like I said is so desperately needed right now. But yeah, the breakdown, I can't tell you exactly what triggered it, and my husband's all like, what's wrong? And he was just getting on my nerves because I couldn't explain it to him either. I don't know. It does not take much for you to just break down during this time. Your hormones are just all over the place. So I just spoke with a woman who I met at BFC. Well, after BFC, when we went to breakfast, and she seemed so happy when I met her. She was so excited about. It was actually her transfer day, and she was telling me it doesn't hurt and it's great and she's fine. But I didn't know at the time that was her third transfer, and she just reached out to me on social media and told me that it didn't work. And as you can imagine, she's devastated because it's her third transfer and it didn't work. So of course you can't help but put yourself in the, you don't want to say it, but. And then I saw another message from someone saying that they lost their baby at 8 weeks. There's just so much. There's so much. But you just have to stay in prayer and remain hopeful. I have to. And in spite of me being so emotional, more so than I normally am, I'm still hopeful, and I'm still feeling optimistic, and I'm still positive about everything, because I do believe that this is going to work for my husband and I. It hurts when you know the stories of so many other women and their struggles. And I saw an interview with Gabrielle Union today, and her struggle continues. I mean, she said she's had, I don't know, she stopped counting after like 8 miscarriages. We go through so much as women, so much. And it's like our struggles aren't even acknowledged. Our rights to our own bodies aren't even acknowledged. It's so sad. I'm not gonna get in a soapbox because there's so much I've learned and realized, and just that will really frustrate you through this process in terms of insurance and things that should be covered, things that should be taken care of for us, and things that are not. There's just so much. So not gonna get into that. I just felt the need to talk it out tonight. Talk it out. And it's so funny. I think I did a video this morning and I was like, oh, high spirits, feeling good. I'm still feeling good. It's just, it can be a lot to weigh on you when you think about it all. It'll be okay. It will be just fine in the end. When my babies are here.
The day of my transfer, I was incredibly nervous because of my age and medical condition. I have endometriosis. Dr. Skinner suggested that we transfer 2 embryos. That gave us a 60 to 65% chance of success and a 30% chance of twins. It was quick and painless, and it worked. Time to take my wannabe babies home.
So this part of our journey has come to a close. Right now we're in the airport in Barbados, getting ready to head back to Jacksonville after 2 weeks here in Barbados at the Barbados Fertility Center. It's been a whirlwind, emotional journey. Again, this part of our journey is now coming to a close because we made it this far, and I'm feeling so blessed and grateful
By the way, right down there, right down there, right down there are my babies, my twins. They're there. So we had the embryo transfer a couple of days ago. We transferred 2 embryos. 2 of them are inside right now, and then we have 6 frozen that will remain here in Barbados, and if we so choose to come back in a year or so, then we can. But again, it's just been an emotional time, and we're very grateful right now that it's coming to an end. We're ready to go home too, because like I said, it's been 2 weeks, so you can imagine 2 weeks away from everything. So